So if your payments are late and you do not have an attorney, what I would suggest doing is reaching out to the adjuster, specifically, put it in an email so it's in writing, and just ask, say, hey, I received my last check on X date. I haven't received one since. That way it's in writing, and follow up with the adjuster. If it's been more than a week or two, there is some sense of urgency, obviously, other than not getting your payments, to then making sure that if you haven't gotten payment, you then either reach out to an attorney to have them file a claim on your behalf to try to get that addressed, because there is ways you can get that expedited if you respond quick enough. If you have an attorney, I'd suggest reaching out to the attorney as well and say, hey, my payment is late. It's either a week, 2 weeks late. That way they can have that addressed, reach out to the adjuster, and file anything that's necessary. There is some sense of urgency to this other than not getting your payment. You can get a hearing expedited, you can get heard a little sooner if you do it within a certain amount of time. So I'd suggest reaching out as soon as you can, or as soon as you realize it's not been received. If you haven't gotten a payment, there is a certain amount of time by where you can reach out, where you can get heard sooner at what's called the 239 conference. And in order to get those, you need to reach out within a certain amount of time by when you have not gotten this payment. So it's important then that you reach out to either an attorney, or if you want to represent yourself, to file the adequate, filings in order to get heard in time. If you haven't received a payment, it's late, you have 40 days from the date you last received that payment to file this request for what's called the 239 to be heard, faster than any other normal filing. I would just say, make sure it always helps to put, if you're going to reach out to an adjuster, it always helps just to put it in writing. That way you remember when you reached out, and then there's something to kind of show, okay, yep, you were on top of it, or, that way there's a little bit of a paper trail there so that they can't say, oh, you never told us, we didn't know. It always helps just to have it. It's also just a good reminder to them, because sometimes things do slip through the cracks.